Hey, chismosos, welcome to Dark Diaries. This is our first little recorded chit-chat powwow, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so most of y'all that are listening to this already know us, but for those of y'all that don't know us, I'm Astrid.
I'm Kennedy.
And we're sister-in-laws that like to be chismosos. We like to chit-chat about this, that, and the third. And that was Scotty. So I think we're going to start off with mental health. And you know what? We might end up with 16 other topics on the way, but...
Buckle up.
So, mental health. I want to say a lot of people don't actually believe in mental health.
Junior didn't for a while.
No? That
legitimately.
motherfucker has mental issues. What do you mean?
I mean, legitimately, he's one of those people, if you're not happy, it's because you choose not to be that way. And if you want to be happy, then be happy.
Okay.
You're, if I'm,
Like a light switch?
Yeah, if I'm having a panic attack and, say I, break down crying, he's like...
What is wrong with you?
What is this? What is happening?
Why are you crying?
No, for real. He, had no idea how to deal or navigate my mental health, let alone his own.
I did not know that he was like that. For those of y'all that don't know, Junior is my brother. Yeah. Yes, Scotty, we know.
Putting his input, his 2 cents.
I don't know. I think for the longest time, I knew that I had mental health issues, but I never really focused on them or tried to navigate them in a sense. Because in my friend group or in my family, I always tried to be the little positive one, the little everybody come to me, I'll make it better.
Polar opposites. Dude, even growing up, I just knew okay, my brain is different. The way I perceive and see things are way different than a lot of people around me. And as a child, I was not, oh, let me fix it. It was literally get the fuck away from me. What the fuck?
Well, I guess because you know our background. You know a lot of what we went through growing up and whatnot. The good moments in my childhood were good, but for the most part, I had a pretty rough upbringing.
Yeah.
With wanting to shield the kids from such negativity. Mm-hmm. In my head, it was always, if I can fix it, I'm going to. So bring it to me. If it hurts you and I can take it, bring it to me.
Yeah.
You've heard the song from Encanto, the one that Luisa sings. Yes, that one. Mm-hmm. Oh man, the first time I watched that movie, I sobbed.
And see, that's crazy because I feel that because at the same time, my brother, he can come to me with ease with all his problems versus anybody else. Me, I don't really have anybody to run to like that because for one, I prefer not to because that's my business.
And it's hard to open up to people in today's day and age.
And especially when people don't know how to deal with your mental health.
Yeah.
And they shrug it off or whatever. So that also makes me closed with a brick wall. So I literally talk to myself.
And not only that, a lot of other people don't have the mental capacity to deal with somebody else's mental health when they're dealing with their own.
See, and that's me too. Even with friends, I'll give out advice. I'll give you my best fucking work until my meter is full. Then I'm going to start ghosting you. Then I'm going to be like, girl, I don't even know what to say. Mm-hmm. Girl, do what you want to do because at the same time, let's talk about how you give those same friends that advice. You're dealing with your mental shit. You're helping them with their mental shit. But they don't want the advice that you give to help them with their mental shit. So that puts you mentally in a deeper hole.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because why are you coming and asking me?
If you're not going to make any real changes.
Exactly. If you're just going to stay in the same predicament, what's the point? Why am I wasting my breath? Because now you're stressing me out with your bullshit when I already have my bullshit stressing me out. I don't need it.
Don't have time for it.
Now, if you're actually coming to me because you genuinely want to figure this out, to fix this, to change something, cool, great, let's talk about it. Right. So I would text her and I'd be like, hey, are you in a good mental state for me to vent? Mm-hmm. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Great, cool. If she is, I'm going to let it out. And if she's not, all right, that's fine. I'll write it down. I'll let everything out that I'm feeling on this piece of paper, and then I'll burn it when I'm done.
Yeah.
So, something that my mother-in-law recently told me, because she's someone who she's probably the one person besides you that I, like, vent to about everything.
Yeah.
Because she stays neutral in everything. She'll hear me out, and she'll give me advice to the best of her ability, but she doesn't take sides. She doesn't get disrespectful. She's basically my voice of reason.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, you know, I came to her and I told her about something that was affecting me negatively, and she asked me, she's like, well, have you talked to this person about how you're feeling? And I told her yes, that I have. But every time this topic comes up, or we try to talk about this topic, they essentially shut down, and they think that because of what I'm bringing to their attention, that I hate them, or that I resent them, and this, that, and the other. And I can wholeheartedly tell you, I don't hate them. And I don't necessarily resent them, but I hate their actions. I hate that they say one thing but do the opposite.
Yeah.
And so she recommended I write them a letter. I write them a letter, tell them how I'm feeling, tell them what they did that made me feel the way that I feel now, so that we can fix it. And to stress that just because I feel these things does not mean I don't love you. To stress it enough that I do love you, even though these actions took place. Even though this is how I feel and this is how you made me feel, I do still love you.
But, like, even then, that's when the aggravation starts setting in, at least for me, because, for one, you and this person are both grown adults. For two, that person was there. It's not like they're completely oblivious to everything that they've done and they put you through and whatnot. So it's like Asher hates me. Oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. It's like, don't do that, because, like, you know what you did. I should be able to have a civil conversation and say, this is what you did that made me feel X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. And we should just be like, accept what you did, apologize,
and let's grow.
Yes.
Let's keep moving.
No need to take offense to it if you know what you did. You were there doing all this to me and putting me through all this.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not understanding why you're so confused right now.
And that's such, like, that's the hard part about that, like, those conversations, is that no matter how grown they are, they're not.
Yeah.
They're, like, their mentality is so me, and, like, victim-y, that there is no getting through to people like that. And it makes it so hard.
I really can't stand a person that plays a victim card, or a grown person that has a different memory than you do all of a sudden.
Oh my goodness.
I can't stand that.
You know, it's funny because in Hispanic culture, we make fun of a lot of, like, stuff growing up. So, like, there's this girl that I watched on TikTok, and I can honestly relate, because there'll be times where, like, the two oldest siblings are like, yeah, you remember when mom, like, grabbed the lamp and threw the fucking lamp at us because we were acting up, and mom's standing in the kitchen and she's like, I didn't do that. And they're like, oh, really? I just fucking imagined it. This scar isn't from that lamp.
Just made it up, put it on a lot of my childhood, I have no recollection, really.
There's so much of my childhood that I would love to forget.
And, like, Junior too, like around, like, year 5, 6 of us dating, he's like, you know, it's crazy because, like, I know you like the back of my hand, but, like, I don't know you. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, your struggles, like, what you've been through, your childhood. I was like, I don't talk about those. I don't talk about those. He's like, why? I was like, I don't remember them. Trauma blocked. That's that part of my life, but I don't know any of that part of my life. It's gone.
No, for real. For the most part, like, for the most part, we remember a lot of what happened, and we usually don't talk about it unless we're all together. Like last year, the night of Kobe's little birthday thing, when all y'all got drunk, that I unfortunately had to be sober for. That's the first time that we've ever, like, had a conversation like that, where
all y'all are getting each other's perspectives.
yeah, a bunch of, like, what they brought up, you know. A bunch of that I didn't know.
And too, from your stories, you can tell when Junior talks or y'all talk together, he doesn't know half the shit that you went through by yourself.
In my mind, I thought I was protecting them from all that. And while I maybe did protect them from a lot, there's a lot that I didn't protect them from. I have slowly had to teach Kobe what questions he needs to ask when he gets chisme, because he would come home and be like, yeah, I have chisme. And then he'd be like, oh, so-and-so, like, this happened. And I'm like, oh, so what did they say? Oh, I don't know. What? Don't come home with chisme and then not have the chisme.
All parts free, or it's not real chisme. I don't want to listen. If it's just how that chisme. You get me excited for nothing.
And it's so funny now because Kobe will call me, and, like, I've been on maternity leave.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll call me and he'll be like, babe, I have chisme. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? He's like, it's work chisme. It's about this person. And I'll be like, okay. And he'll be mid telling me. He's like, wait, I got to call you back. They're coming. And I'm like, okay. This shit's so funny to me.
And I know they be talking shit at work. I know they have guy powwow.
Oh, yeah.
Has Kobe's friends ever tried to, like, approach you in a way?
Like, hit on me?
Mm-hmm.
No. I think there's one thing that all of Kobe's friends know, and it's I'm not the one they want to mess with.
Mm.
Because I say this with all the truth in the world, Kobe will fuck anybody up over me.
Yeah.
He does not play about me.
What's up?
She's asking if any of your friends have ever approached me.
Did they?
No.
Oh, Kobe. Did they?
Because all of your friends know that, A, know the way that you are. B, know that I'm not one that you're going to play behind. Like, behind me, you're going to fuck somebody up. No, his friends have never...
Or,
never
like,
approached him.
where, like, they fucking act weird in front of him towards you.
Mm-mm.
Like, try to show out.
Well, I don't have any female friends, so.
Oh, okay. I'm actually glad you bring that up. She wasn't your friend, but this bitch could fucking catch a fade any day. So this was the night that I already knew Ethan, but, like, I had just met them.
Mm-hmm.
Riddell, my little baby, my little sweetheart. Me, Kobe, and Karen are at Ethan's house. He's having a pool party. Kobe's introducing me to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Karen are sitting at the hot tub. Kobe is, having his little powwow. He's talking to his friends. He's sitting down. This bitch walks up to him, hugs him with her fucking tits in his face. Hey, Smitty. All over him. I stand up and I'm just staring because, bitch, what? So he tries to get her to, like, come towards me so that he can, introduce us.
Mm-hmm.
She does not look my way. She never,
Maybe just like
ever
adding, like, animals that don't exist.
walks my way to, like, introduce herself or anything. So I was like, okay. I'm looking at Ethan and I'm like,
What the fuck?
either you get this under control or I'm gonna drown a bitch at your house.
Mm. What the hell?
And he's like, chill, it's okay, honey. Like, and I was like, no, that was not okay. That was disrespectful as fuck.
I really can't.
Bro.
I don't respect no bitch that speaks to my man but not speak to me.
Since then, there isn't a single female that will speak to him and not speak to me.
And then, like, I don't like no one's talking to my man before they address me.
Mm-mm.
Hello, you see me standing here? You don't see me standing here? Okay, he won't see you standing.
Mm-hmm.
Ever again. I promise. We're not friends with you anymore.
No. That was something that in my last relationship, he didn't understand. Because the homewrecker in that one,
Mm-hmm.
she wanted to delete me and block me on everything, but still be in contact with him. If you're not friends with me, you're not friends with my man.
So that took Junior a while to realize because Junior's just a friendly person. If you didn't do anything wrong to him, he's just friendly. He's gonna talk to everybody and everybody knows him and all of that shit. But I'm like, if a bitch approaches him, doesn't even acknowledge me, she walks away, that's not your friend anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? She didn't acknowledge me. Babe, no, that's not your friend anymore. Okay.
Because we know women.
Dude.
Girls are slimy.
Especially when, like, he first moved here and, like, he didn't know anybody. He grew up, his jawline defined. Like, the girls was going crazy. I was like,
Over that ugly boy?
y'all are
I will
fucking,
say,
y'all are
the most fun
boy
you can have
crazy.
is
I
when
cannot
something's chasing you.
stand a boy crazy ass bitch. And I don't know if it's just me that catches the ick, but let's talk about bold girls. I don't fuck around. I don't like those type of girls. Have some type of self-respect for yourself, especially if you know that, like, we're together and you approach him and not approach me. You being a woman, you already know that's a no.
You want to be a side seller.
Exactly, that's a no for me. Or knowing that he has someone and you're still fucking texting explicit shit and all the just being weird.
Yeah. Hey, chismosos. Tonight, because it's midnight 05, we are going to talk about our TikToks. Because y'all are fucking messy. The way y'all are so excited to air out people's dirty laundry. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm here for it. Please continue sending it. And again, you can stay anonymous. If you want us to share your messages, we'll share it. I don't give a damn. But y'all are fucking messy. I love it. So far, we have 3 TikToks up. The first one, puta prima puta. First of all, for those of you chismosos that don't know, I'm Mexican. If you couldn't figure it out, now you know. Kennedy is black. She's rolling her eyes at me.
African-American.
Oh my gosh. Spare me.
They're racist here saying, eat them up. Eat them up.
It's all Kobe. He says the N-word like every other day.
Dude, they're gonna kill. All jokes, you guys. Just in case we got any sensitive babies out there.
If y'all don't know our dynamic, fucking get on it. Anyways, before Kobe started saying the N-word. So, la prima puta. Clearly, from how I'm wording it, she's Mexican. And if y'all know Mexicans, y'all know that those tias, they're chismosas. They're not going to let you live anything down.
Not like nothing like that, anyway.
Exactly. How are you? For those of you who don't know, and we'll share the TikTok with this app. Kobe, shut up. Sorry, guys. He's playing some hunting game. He doesn't even like hunting. He's so fake.
I thought all white people liked honey.
That's racist.
Oh, that was? I just thought they all grew up doing that shit.
I don't know. I'm not white. I don't know. Kobe, speak for the whites.
You didn't grow up, honey.
I wouldn't say I grew up hunting. I started
I grew up hunting.
mainly like high school age.
Oh.
With your yeehaw friends?
Yeah.
Like Landon?
Yeah.
Landon's a yeehaw friend?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I feel like he's a ringleader of that shit.
But anywho, for those of y'all who don't know or haven't seen the TikTok, one of our chismosas, one of our informativas, sent in a story to tell us that a little backstory. This girl has a uncle who owns his own business, and that tío houses his employees in an apartment behind his house. Well, also part of the backstory, she has a prima who just got her permiso, her permissions, to come to the U.S. to visit. Well, this is the second time that this prima comes to town. So she starts by saying that she calls one of her cousins to find out when they're going back to Mexico. And the cousin says, oh, they're leaving this weekend, which this was, a week or two ago? Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, damn, okay, I was going to go visit, but why are they leaving this weekend? And her cousin says, oh, you didn't hear? And mind you guys, like, I'm narrating the way that I read it because this is the way I hear it. So, she's like, no, hear what? And so she's like, apparently she's been giving it up for some money.
Baby.
I know, right? So she says that the employees were having a little powwow. They were drinking. And if you can't hold your liquor or your beer, your alcohol, without spreading your fucking business, what are you doing drinking? So one of the employees is talking about how they're hooking up with the cousin, this, that, and the third. One of the other employees says, you're hooking up with her too? Come to find out, all 5 of the employees that are living in that house have been receiving the forbidden fruit from this cousin at a lovely price. And they have all been paying said price. So one of the cousins, who would basically be like a foreman to this crew, ends up finding out, and that cousin tells the uncle, well, now that, you know, he's being a fucking snitch, because girl, get your bag, but like also, cuídate, be careful. Now that he's being a snitch, she got to go back to Mexico. Oh, and by the way, that the girl who sent in the story, she said that she's going over there for her birthday weekend, so she might be finding out some more chisme. Like I was saying, you know, you're coming from a Hispanic household. Your tias are going to be talking so much shit about you. Que sucia, es una perra, this, that, and the third. You know how these tias are. What were you thinking?
What were you thinking going into somebody else's house and like getting loose? Like I don't appreciate that much.
No, for real, because like you were just there visiting. What the fuck are you doing?
Cousin or not, like these are my employees.
Yeah.
Like you're stirring shit up in the house. This is like drama shit. Like I don't care for none of this. Like what are you doing? Yeah, you damn fucking skippy. You must go back. Bye.
Look, respect the hustle, but like, baby, what were you thinking? Because like now you know your Theo's not gonna let you come back and like visit and whatnot. And if he does, you know damn sure he's not letting you stay at his house.
You probably gonna have to get a hotel.
And I understand, you know, you're grown. Do whatever the fuck you want. But, like, have some respect for your uncle.
Hello.
So our second story, pretty juicy. This one comes from a daughter who is putting her daddy in his place, rightfully so, because a dog is a dog. Mad respect for her and basically trying to hold him accountable. You know, she's not pulling the, oh, but that's dad, or that's just how he is. No, fuck that. A dog is a dog, as she said. What are you doing fucking around on your wife and then asking her to share because...
I would absolutely lose my mind.
No, for real. Kennedy, I'm going to need you to pull up the messages for this one because that one was too long. I want to say one of the mistresses texts the daughter of the dog and is like asking her if she's seen her dad, then says, never mind, I know he left already. To which the OP says, I really think you should stop messaging my stepmom. And the mistress, we're going to call her Side Salad, says,
you know your dad lives with me and then went and slept with, I guess,
stepmom
today. Stepmom knew we were together with a period. OP says, well, we were under the impression you weren't in the picture anymore, which is not stepmom's fault. That, I'm guessing her dad is feeding you both lies. Y'all are both victims here. He didn't sleep with her. Stepmom is married to him. He is not your man when he's still with his wife. He's been telling all of us he's trying to get away from you to fix his marriage. So y'all are both being lied to. Don't be nasty to stepmom. Because I've been nice to you until the woman that raised me gets talked down to. That's the line nobody will cross. And if you think the other two are crazy, you haven't even seen me yet.
The other two, she's referring to her sisters, because her sisters have asked her to stay out of it because they know how she can get. Well, you want to fuck around and find out, you're going to find out. Side Salad says,
he lives with me. He left stepmom, so yes, he is my man. He's separated. I have never talked down to stepmom ever. Never would do that. OP says, but who has the ring? Joint bank account, the family, the co-signing on bills, etc. He's been telling us a whole different story. He's playing y'all both. He's cheated on my mom for years too. You get them how you lose them. Just remember that. We've known him for 20 years. You've known him for a year. Good luck. She's told you to leave her alone multiple times and steadily you text her. Side seller then proceeds to say, he's one of the best liars I've ever met. We've been looking at houses together to buy as soon as mine sells. Why would I do any of this if he wasn't pulling the wool over all of our eyes?
Okay, so if you know this, what the fuck are you still doing?
Literally, like, what? Damn, looking at houses. Talk about delusional. Anyways, OP says he needs therapy or he's about to lose his entire family. He was just looking at houses with stepmom so she could move down there with him. He's making both of y'all look dumb. Side salad says, I tell him all the time, if he wants stepmom, please leave me alone. He's a dog. That's what dogs do. She said what she said. Side salad says he has made me the laughing stock if... What does wet deck mean? Wet deck.
I think that's a place.
Okay. Found out today he's making out with blank.
Another side salad. We're going to call her coleslaw.
This past Thursday, even got a video. This is the OP sending this message to her dad.
So mind you, the messages that Kennedy's reading right now are screenshots that OP sent us about her conversations with side salad, coleslaw, and her dog of a dad.
Dad, your lies and secrets are piling up. You can't lie your way out of this. If I learned anything from you, it's once you make your bed, you have to lie in it. What you are doing is absolutely fucked up and embarrassing. My stepmom does not deserve a single thing you're putting her through right now. I know I love you, but this is not the father I know. You are not my father. My father is gone, and you are not the man I knew before. You need help. You need to be you again. This is not you. I don't know this man. Her dad proceeds to tell her, I'm done with it all. She tells him, no, you need to take accountability and do something about it. This is not the man who raised me to own up to my mistakes and do the right things. I have no idea who you have become. Please get help, Dad. He says, I'm done with it all. Good night. Side salad 2, he's talking about side salad 2, has absolutely nothing to do with this. She says, oh, because y'all were making out at Wet Deck Thursday and I saw the video. Shit, what video? Let me see this shit. She says, Wet Deck would be happy to show it to you. They have it. And side salad number 2 didn't deny it when I confronted her about it. He says, oh, please send it to me. She said, ask Wet Deck for it. He says, just read your text. And for your information, I was at your sister's Thursday, and thanks for calling me a dog. And she says, well, are you not? You're lying to 2 different, maybe 3 women. We've now caught you in these lies. Oh, my gosh. She says, why did you move in with blank? I've supported you and been here this entire time, but I think now you're taking it too far and you need therapy. He says, I don't need therapy. I had stuff at her house. Yes, I stay there sometimes, never moved in, but all his shit is chilling like a villain in her fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now this is OP, aka the daughter, texting side salad number 2. She says, can't wait to post a video of you making out with a married man and make you a laughing stock of the town. Welcome to hell. Side salad number 2 says, do what? I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I woke up to your message anyway. I don't want anything to do with any of this again. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm not the one that should be attacked or the one trying to make problems for anyone.
So those are just the text messages between OP, side salad number 1, side salad number 2, and Daddy the dog. So when OP messaged me to tell me about this story, she talks about how they had just found out that, you know, he was having an affair and that one of the girls that he's possibly having an affair with is her age. She's 22, honey. What the fuck are you doing messing with a girl who's your daughter's age? OP proceeds to say that he couldn't pick who to be with, so he asked all of them to share him. And then proceeds to say that when he recently had a heart attack, instead of having his wife and his children there, he asked for his mistress to be there.
Isn't that a fucking episode off Grey's Anatomy?
No, for real.
When that old bitch with the glasses pulled up and was like, that's not his wife, that's the side bitch pretty much. You need to be talking to moi.
And then he finally comes to and he's like, why would I ever do that? Boy, bye. Oh, man.
What the fuck?
So story number 3. Story number 3 is fucking gross.
It's disgusting.
It's so gross.
Yeah, my stomach hurt reading
So when I received this story, the way she worded it kind of had me going, why is this scandalous? This isn't scandalous. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because the OP says my aunt is screwing my uncle. Okay, isn't that what they're supposed to do? Like,
Yeah.
what's the problem? Let me tell you how she should have worded this. My aunt is screwing her biological brother. Yes, moment of fucking silence. What?
Dude.
Yeah. Fucking gross.
Oh, I'm gonna start gagging. No way you look at your brother and like, oh yeah, that's hot. What?
Ugh.
I'm
Stop.
I'm literally gagging.
That's fucking gross. So OP says that her aunt and her uncle were basically like cast out and whatnot, and that her aunt and her aunt's husband ended up splitting up. What was it, a year later? They find out that it's because ex-husband caught the aunt in bed with her brother, her biological brother. So, of course, you know, everybody's in an uproar, this, that, and the third. It's fucking gross, blah, blah, blah. Well, then they get pregnant.
That's the kicker for me.
Yeah, they get pregnant.
You're doing
Or rather, the aunt gets pregnant. And everybody's like, oh, congratulations, this, that, and the third. And then they find out that it's none other than her biological brothers. So then they're like, that's gross, that's an abomination, that's sickening, like, yada, yada, yada. You know, the usual, what you would think. Here's the part where I don't stand with this because I don't wish this upon anybody. Being a mother myself, she miscarried. And family hits back with, good.
Yeah, the baby dying is not good.
No.
The baby not seeing outside the belly is not good.
No. Now, I understand where they're coming from because there is the highest possibilities that baby would have had quite a few difficulties.
Feet on his head, probably?
Yeah, but to say good, no. Good because that's what happens when you're being sinful. No.
It's one thing to think your brother's attractive. It's another thing to actually do sexual fucking shit with your fucking brother. It's another fucking gigantic thing to actually get pregnant by your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, babies are blessings, but again, that's disgusting. There's no fucking way
Heck no.
my brain cells would even allow me to even think of my brother or see my brother.
Hell no.
Way. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's, I'm sorry, but that's a no-go.
It's making my skin crawl.
I can only fucking imagine what that family has, like, been through just with that. And
Yeah.
And trying to process that within itself.
No, for sure.
One thing they are dating, okay, trying to process that, can't even process that because now y'all are having unprotected sex, period. And you're coming to me telling me you're pregnant by my son, who's your brother? Are you...
You know what it's giving?
Like, what?
Flowers in the attic.
Like, what the fuck? No, literally.
You know what? That's a story that could have stayed within the family, but I am so fucking glad that you let it out because, girl, y'all got enough staying in the family.
Like, that's your blood. Like, isn't that incest?
Yes, which is illegal in the state of Texas.
Yeah, jail.
Mm-hmm. Immediately. What'd you say calling the cops? That's garbage juice.
Yeah. Garbage juice.
That's Kennedy's new saying.
Y'all are fucking disgusting. The both of you. Takes two.
What in the Game of Thrones?
Dude, what in the fucking Arkansas? So they fuck with that shit over there?
No.
Oh my.
Honestly, like, I thought about not even texting any of that to you. I thought about coming and getting you and just sitting down with you and talking about it. Because I would have genuinely loved to have seen your facial expressions when you read that.
I would have had no words. No fucking words. Like, I'm sorry. You have zero brain cells.
So, y'all keep the chisme coming in.
About anything. Even outside of family chisme, it could be chisme about you, it could be chisme about your fucking ex, it could be chisme about the bitch you don't fucking like, it could be anything.
Girl, send it in. Boy, send it in. Because I know y'all guys are chismosos también. Like,
oh, for sure.
Y'all like gossip just as much as we do.
Probably more sometimes.
But I guess with that being said, we'll hit y'all up when we have some more fucking chisme.
Bye.